then. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor, and this one is going to be a shorter podcast, a little shorter episode for this week, but still, nevertheless, it's going to be a banger, man. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Make sure to like the stream as well. We appreciate that. Of course, it is not just me here. I have my Ensemble of Excellence with me here. Let me run down the roster for y'all real quick. We have the Cookin' Taco. Taco, say hello to the people.
What's up?
True. We have the Silver. Silver, say hello.
What's up?
What up?
We have...
Wow, Silver, you sound so much like Taco.
So much like him. It's identical. We have the me. Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
And of
Hello
course, the Zenith Annie Manga. Say hello, Zenith.
Hi.
So remember, there's like a purpose to these introductions. Like, it's so people know our voices. And
Bro,
who they are.
They'll figure it out.
I did say hi, and then he interrupted me.
No one was blaming you,
That's
Silver. You're
cool. I
fine.
wasn't on your ass about it, so.
Silver was just like, we were like, Taco, why'd you shoot that man? And Silver was like, listen, man, I was just walking down the street. Yeah, man, we know.
Yeah.
We know, man. We saw it. It's okay. You're fine. Yeah, man. Hey, we're all just the different voices in Taco's head, and here we are, man. We're all just here. We're all just here.
I'm the one that tries to get him to commit crimes.
You're so real for that. I'm the one who I don't know.
It's okay if you open the gate with nothing in hand, you know you don't gotta.
I'm his sense of shame, so that's why you don't hear me very often.
Shameless motherfucker, I swear to God.
I guess that leave me as the voice of reason, which is what you hear less. So I'm guessing one you hear less from.
True.
Man, y'all are slacking.
Hey, I'm clearly not.
I was about to say, Zenith is putting
think
overtime for us.
I am in the trenches.
That motherfucker is like going ham, man. He's got me and Silver in the backpack, bro. He's carrying us. Hey, but it's okay. One day we're gonna have an amazing comeback. But housekeeping notes. I don't know if I have anything really interesting for housekeeping notes. Hold on. Sorry, I had to search for my pen there. That's why I was a little away from the mic. I read up on Niue's Exorcist. That was something. I'm reading Frieren. That's something.
Ooh.
That's about it. You know, just busy with work stuff. Still working on the JJK video. That's coming along nicely. That's about it. Nothing too crazy right now. Fellas, is there any interesting housekeeping news, some interesting things going on you want to discuss?
I read Gachiakuta the other day.
Oh, nice. How is that?
It's very good.
True.
Like, it's really good.
I was considering getting into that a while ago, but with the anime coming out at this point, I'm probably just gonna wait for that.
Yeah, the anime is what convinced me to like read it. It's like, well, everyone's gonna be talking about it, so I should probably not a concern to someone who does not touch social media. But like, so Silver, you're good.
Yes.
But for me, it's
fair.
important.
True.
Yeah.
And it fucking rocks, by the way.
I'll have to
give
give it a read. Yeah, I'll have to give it a read.
It's so cool. Yeah,
You heard it
I
here
recommend
first.
it.
We're adding Gachiakuta to the podcast next week.
You fucking wish. Everyone knows we're adding Niue's Exorcist.
You're damn right. Hello, Sky. How are you? Say hi to the people.
Hello, the people.
True, man. Hey,
Hello,
man.
the people.
That new Niue's Exorcist chapter was based, man.
Did
I guess the only
read it?
thing...
I did, yes.
Oh, I didn't know you actually read Newest Exorcist. My bad,
I just started off by saying I caught up on it.
I misheard that part. I apologize.
Newest Exorcist. Is that a Shonen Jump manga? That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's Shonen Jump.
Yeah,
it's the one that Sky was going on hey, it's actually really cool right now, and that was notable because it usually isn't.
Hold on.
The cycle went. I caught up. I started reading it when it was 30 chapters in, and I said, "This is dog shit."
He was right.
I can't believe this is one of the most popular Jump manga right now. This is infuriating. And then a little bit later, I was like, you know what? This chapter had some pretty good art. I'm not gonna lie. You guys should look at that chapter, but just that chapter. It's Exorcist still isn't good. And then a few weeks ago, I read the end of one arc, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, it's good. What do I do, Sailor? What do I do?
I got a message randomly. A messenger pigeon flew onto my window in the middle of the night, and it was just Sky going, "Sailor, help me. I think Newest Exorcist might be good, but I don't know. Can you please read it and we can talk about it?" So I said, bet. I just sent back the salute emoji and I caught up in 3 days.
It was that. I said, help.
Yeah.
How many chapters is it?
91 now.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not long at all. I caught up in 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of it's bad, you can just glaze over it.
True.
I mean, look, if it's made it to 91 chapters, it has to be doing something.
That's not true.
That's just not true. The fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? You are going to personally offend me. What the fuck?
Okay, wow.
Okay,
some of the shit I have read.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say, I don't think some of the shit you have read. I don't think you've read that much bad stuff. You watched Fairy Tail. Yeah,
Zenith is the last person to say that. He doesn't even read bad manga.
Yeah. You don't read bad manga, you don't watch bad anime. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I was in VC with Zenith as he was watching the end of Fairy Tail. The original anime, pre-100 year. And he reached the last episode, and he just said, no. And he just stopped.
He just me for real.
I don't care. He cares so little. He has so little patience for stuff he doesn't like. He didn't even finish the fucking 10 minutes left of a series he'd been following for forever.
Dude, the final arc is so bad.
And you got through all of it, but you couldn't get through the last 10 minutes.
Because I saw how it ended. And then it was just the party, and I'm like, oh, I don't give a shit. And I stopped the episode.
Missed the part where you find out that Levy's pregnant.
Yeah.
You missed the
okay.
Fucking Lucy and Natsu tease at the end. How could you, fake fan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Straight up one of the most ass endings I've ever seen. I fucking hate the final arc of Fairy Tail. It's so
it hates you.
Frustrating. Good. I need that shit to be mutual.
That's crazy because I dropped it during one of the supposedly good arcs.
Which one did you drop it on?
It's the one where Gagio's introduced, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow, yeah, that's
really
early on.
I can literally tell you the exact moment I was like, all right, I'm done. Because I don't like Fairy Tail, and I was like, all right, I don't like Fairy Tail. I haven't liked it for a long time because I tried watching the anime back when I very first got into anime. I watched 2 episodes, didn't like it, dropped it, and then years later, I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a fair chance. But I'm not going to watch the anime, because that's, pretty time-consuming. So I was like, let me just read the manga, because it's quicker. I got, 50-something chapters in, and it was the moment when the rival guild, the guild master and them, they kidnap Lucy, and she escapes them by kicking him in the nuts. The fucking guild master, the leader of the rival guild, this supposed really fucking powerful, really scary guild that Fairy Tail is oh my god, they're fucking with us, like a fucking turf war. And she escapes them by kicking him in the nuts and just leaving.
Not too much on my goat, okay?
I read that chapter and I was like, so clearly this doesn't matter, and I just dropped it. I was like,
That was such an unfortunate time for me because I was like, oh man, I started reading through Fairy Tail shortly after that, and I was talking about the arc, and Taco virtually put his hand on my shoulder and said, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. That shit was ass. I was like, no.
My problem was, and from my understanding, this is an issue with Fairy Tail throughout, but it gets worse later, is that the stakes didn't matter.
All you had to say was Fairy Tail and stakes, and we all got it.
And
we all understood.
in that moment, I was like, oh, like I'm just like I'm good, man.
Nah, you can keep it. Nah, man. I like Fairy Tail, even with all of its fuck ups. I still enjoy Fairy Tail, but it was funny as fuck to hear Taco rant about that when it first happened.
Yeah, no, it's like I can say too. Like I actually managed to get through it, and I even got through 100 Years Quest. That's totally understandable why anyone else would hate it. Yeah, no.
I didn't even read 100
I
Year
like
Quest yet. Nice.
Yeah, like I love myself enough not to.
I read the first like
right
3 chapters. I think I read the first 3 chapters of Eden Zero because I was like, maybe it's better.
It's not. It's very much not.
I remember getting through like the first part of Eden Zero, but I ended up dropping that one too. Honestly,
that
one just didn't hit
a lot of Eden Zero. I think I stopped in the middle just because I was reading so much manga at the time, and I just like dropped pretty much everything except One Piece because that's my fucking goat. But I might have to spin back and try to see what happens in there. Black Clover or Fairy Tail? Black Clover, easy.
Black Clover, easy.
Easy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Black Clover.
I
totally
love
understand
Fairy Tail,
question,
but Black Clover.
It's Black Clover.
Yeah, it's Black
Here's
Clover.
the thing. Black Clover definitely has some downs. Like there were some really low dips in the story, but Black Clover, when it was good, it was fucking good. Dude.
Phenomenal.
There was like a 40 chapter period where every single chapter of Black Clover was a fucking banger.
Like it consistently my favorite chapters in Jump. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Clover, it went downhill later, but there was like a long period of time where Black Clover was extremely good.
Yeah, and even Black Clover's lows don't reach the low of like Fairy Tail. Like even the lowest with Lucifero, like that's like Fairy Tail, like almost every arc towards the end. So
Oh my fucking god.
yeah. And listen, I love Fairy Tail. I am the most pro Fairy Tail person on this podcast right now, but we can call a spade, nigga. Come on.
Well, do you like Fairy Tail or do you like Lucy?
I like Fairy Tail.
Right. Okay,
I like Fairy Tail. I do. No,
we gotta make sure.
Of course.
Right.
Listen, Lucy, my
fair.
goat, but I like Fairy Tail.
All right.
Because I did like Lucy. Out of the characters, like of the main characters, Lucy was my favorite.
That's actually super surprising. I did not know that.
Yeah. Huh.
Why I didn't give a shit about fucking Natsu and what's the other dude's name? Gray.
Gray, yeah.
You didn't like
the worst. The worst.
Gray, I think, is one of those characters. You know what Gray reminds me of? He's fucking Chad. You know, like a character. Let me explain. They're not the same character. They're not the same character in any way, but they are a character for me that like I really liked at first, and I think there's some really cool shit with them, and they just get progressively like. I just like them progressively less as time goes on.
Well, the difference is that with Chad, that's because he isn't allowed to do anything. So
Yes,
it's like
that is
your
true.
opportunities to be like, Chad moment, they disappear over time. But Gray is
gets
constantly
opportunity.
there.
He
Yeah.
busts them up.
Always there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always there.
No,
Fucking
that's
shit
fair.
up
That is
for
a notable
everyone else.
difference. That's a notable difference, actually. Yeah. God, he just sucks later. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He's just very annoying. Yeah, Lucy or Urza? Lucy. I just said. Lucy clears. I think Urza is great, but I think Lucy clears. Lucy is one of my favorite characters, like, in anything. I'm just letting y'all know. I love Lucy.
Urza is
Urza's cool, but
Urza's one
Yes.
of my most conflicted
I mean,
characters in anything ever, because
I can see that.
I love so much about Erza, but she is the fucking demigod queen of the ass pull.
Yeah.
It's so fucking ridiculous. I turned off all your
Yeah.
senses and activated your pain to 1,000,000,000,000%. Oh, well, with friendship, I'll find you anyways. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about favorite characters from Fairy Tail, for me, it's definitely a toss up between Loxus and Gachiel. I'm just.
Loxus
Here's the thing,
is
Loxus
actually
rocks.
my
He's just actually awesome.
Well,
Right?
very telling. I
He
feel
is
the
a
same
peak
way.
among the valley.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Silver. Those guys, they did some fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what
Yeah.
my favorite experience with Fairy Tail ever had nothing to do with actually like going through Fairy Tail. It was the moment I was sitting in VC and it was Zenith, Sky, whoever else, and they were talking about Fairy Tail. And they said, "Who is the guy that is like Erza's love interest or like
Jalal.
they flirt a lot? What's his last name?"
Yeah.
Jalal Fernandez.
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 They
I
said
remember
his fucking
this.
name. They were like, "Oh, Jalal Fernandez," and I was sitting there because I wasn't in the conversation at all. Like I was just like completely out of it, and I heard the name and I go, "Why is he Mexican?" And everyone just stopped and they were like, "Is he Mexican?" Jalal Fernandez, what a fucking name.
I legit never questioned it until then. Like, it's like, oh yeah, he does have a point. Why is he?
Yeah,
Just
which is
randomly. I
hilarious
respect
because
it.
bro, Hombre's got blue hair and pronouns.
Oh shit! Hey, shout out to Jalal.
And they changed their name, but at the time, he is technically at this point the leader of Oración 6.
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah.
that does check out. That does make sense.
Well, it's funny because you'll also think about Bleach. By the way, buy Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
True.
On sale.
Is it on
Um,
sale? Actually, that's funny.
No, I'm like for sale. Sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, damn. I know the servers are ass, but sheesh.
That the Dragon Age Inquisition. That game came out like only, I swear to God, only a few months ago. It's already free on PS Plus.
I think it was like three months ago, maybe.
I think
Yeah, like 3
yeah.
months ago.
Yeah, it was
That's like a
very
AAA $70 game. That shit's free already.
soon. Suicide Squad did the same thing, but like we already know why that happened.
Well, yeah.
We already
couldn't-
know why that happened.
Bro, fucking Suicide Squad couldn't even borrow some advice. That's how little that game's worth.
They
They need
said,
to
please
fucking-
play this game, bro. Please.
That game needs fucking Arkham Knight to act as a co-signer so it can borrow a library book.
Oh shit! Like, oh man, damn. Sorry
But no,
about that.
it's similarly funny to look at like all the Arancar and be like, you guys are Mexican, huh?
Bro.
Like
And they got the
Grimjow,
sickest shit ever, dude.
Grimjow, proud Latinx representation.
Proud Latinos. You see us hitting the fucking flamenco in here, nigga? Come on.
Yeah. Eisen, king of the Mexicans.
Oh my god, head Mexican Eisen.
You look at Ulquiorra and you tell me.
Oh my god.
not the most-
Shouts out, bro. Latino
actually,
King Ulquiorra.
I saw that actually. I was looking through photo albums and my grandfather, who's Mexican, I saw him also do a Segunda Resurrección.
That's awesome. That's fucking sick, bro. Shouts out to your lineage, man. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. Shout out Fairy Tail for all the ups and all the downs, man. There are some moments
It's
and
a
then there
roller
are
coaster.
some moments.
If
man.
you like roller coasters,
Holy
I assure I can't recommend Fairy Tail enough.
dude. I don't remember what the one
It's just
is
so
is the
frustrating.
one dragon who's the one dude. And he-
Acnologia?
No, he went it was like he was the light dragon, then he had a dark dragon, like it was the two dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
fuck, what were their
he
names again?
went Yeah, he went up against the Fairy Tale Guild and their aura was too strong and he's like, I quit. I was like, wallahi, bro. Holy shit. Holy fuck, bro. That chapter was insane, dude. Oh my god. That shit was
one of my
insane.
favorite things in Fairy Tale is I don't know which opening it is for the anime, but it's the Down by Law.
Down by Law, I love that one.
It's a really good one, but I really love the part where it's like da 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 da, and it's like because those guys, it's the two other dragon slayers, and they're currently being crucified.
They're like being walked through the town on crosses. It's like, let's go. They're fucking hitting Fortnite emotes as they're being crucified. Oh my god.
And if that doesn't perfectly capture like the tonal dissonance of Fairy
Oh
Tail,
my god, dude. We do it for real, guys.
we do.
We do it for real, bro.
That's a good opening. That's a really good
It's so
opening.
good. It's one of the best ones in the show. But hey, man, crucifixion? Question
But
mark?
man, mixed feelings on that moment.
It's like super triumphant, and then it just cuts to crucifixion. It's like, oh, oh, sorry,
Yeah, that happens a lot.
man.
I guess fucking Mishima just doesn't think that it's that big a deal.
Nice.
Really?
Because Gajeel crucifies his future wife.
I forgot about that.
His future baby mama.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. I forgot about that shit. Wow.
I know. You do. That's how good they are. You
Oh
forget.
my god. Their first meeting,
did, in
she
fact,
gets
do that.
off screen by this nigga and she's
Mhm.
crucified. They come back to the guild, they're like, what the fuck? She just struck up on a wall.
They should have just kicked them in the nuts. They would have been fine.
I'm sure they do at some point. I'm sure if I scanned my memories.
Yeah, they probably do. Fucking sometime. Have y'all been keeping up with Saga Days? I have not. I gotta catch up on that one. Hear
I
it's good.
haven't read like today's chapter, but holy shit, it's fucking going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I still need to read today's chapter too, but going off of what happened last week, I imagine it's gonna be fucking insane.
Holy
And, like, we
shit.
are entering the final arc for this.
I guess I'll have to catch up on it soon.
It feels like we're entering
Basically-
the first arc. This is the first time we've had a plot. This is crazy.
Basically, what's going on is the main bad dude just revealed his plan, and it's actually like really cool.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Bet. Hey.
So I'm loving Saga Days right now.
Oh yeah.
True. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll catch up on that one. Maybe I'll try to speed read through that one and then go back to Freer after that. I'll have to see what the hype is about. I'll have to see. But yeah, man. Shit is funny, man. Shit's funny. Saga Days is good. A lot of good things are happening, man. A lot of good things are happening. I saw someone in chat earlier say like, "Oh, what do you think of Discaris from Ichi the Witch?"
The goat.
My light, my
Oh,
life,
she's awesome.
my everything. She's goated. Yeah, I didn't read
Actually,
today's chapter, but she's really cool. I like her.
I just caught up on Ichi the Witch.
Oh, nice.
It's really good. Descaris is my favorite
Yeah.
character so far.
Same. She's goated. True.
She is.
Let me read these donations real quick, and then I'll look at the rest of these comments, and we can get started here. Shout out to Edward, Radical Ed. Shouts out for the $5 donation, saying catching up on Chain Soldier, and honestly, I don't know if I really want to admit it that I'm really enjoying it. Listen, brother, you know the one JJK meme, the stay on that side meme. It's the opposite, brother. Come to this side, man. Embrace it. That shit is gas. Come to this side, man. It's really good. I didn't read the recent chapter for that one either, but come to this side, man. That shit's gas. That shit's gas. Keep reading. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Shout out to Joseph Johnson saying, I would like Nue's Exorcist so much more if Nue was the MC and Gakudo didn't exist. Painfully boring protagonist. Hey, shout out Big Nue, man. She's so
Big
fucking
Nue
cool.
stocks rising.
She's so fucking cool, dude. Shouts out to Nue. Gakudo, he's getting a little bit better because I can definitely, like, when I read the story, I was like, God damn, this is probably the most obvious example of a self-insert character that I've seen since, like, Jean and Ruby. Like, it's bad.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
It's very bad, dude. Like, fucking Gakudo gets introduced and he's the loser kid, but he has latent power within him. He gets a harem of girls and the girls didn't care much about love until they met Gakudo. He's so strong. Kind of he takes on all the pain for all the other characters and they're like, Gakudo baka! And, you know, he has to fucking get along with them and shit like that. What else? There's just a bunch of other weird shit.
Don't worry, one of the members of his harem is his sister, not sister.
I was just about to say. So Nue.
Oh no, bro.
They introduce Nue because she needs to, you know, blend in with Gakudo and his class. So she's like, hey, I am Gakudo's sister. We're just not related by blood. And the class is like, man, you have a super hot sister who you can ogle and look at and fucking beat your meat to because you aren't related, so it's not weird. That's crazy. Even like the most stand-up nigga in the classroom is just like, I want to beat off to my not by blood sister. It's like, ugh, that's kind of gross. But, you know, thank God that this is not actually like a plot line that we're going with. It's gross, but thank God. Until they introduce Shitotsu, who is actually Gakudo's sister, not related by blood, and she gets treated as a love interest by like everyone else. Now, luckily, Shitotsu has not embraced this. Thank God. I am praying that still continues to be the case. Like in one of the more recent chapters, they have the harem get together and they're like, who would not go on a date with Gakudo? And of course, everyone keeps their hands down, including the sister character. They're like, well, wait, you're his sister. And she's just like, yeah, but I know he's not going to choose me. We're siblings. What the fuck is that? It's like, oh, fair enough. So it's like, oh, please keep it that way. Please do not have a moment where Shitotsu is like, oh, brother.
I pray for you when she gets hit with those shows.
No, bro. I love Shitotsu. Please don't do this.
Theories could never have the incest fake out. and if she does end up falling for him, it's gonna be the double fake out.
Fuck, man. I got the fell for it award twice. No. No, man. Yeah, man. Listen, Nue's Exorcist it's got a lot of trashy shit in it, but also really cool at times, man. So I dig it. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I like Nue and Gakudo's relationship. I think their like dynamic is really cool. It also helps that Nue is just like the best. But yeah, her and Gakudo like as like student mentor is really cool. I like it a lot. So I don't want to say I wish that Gakudo was not in the story, because I do think he adds stuff, especially in like the current stuff. For most of the manga, he is just the self-insert boy, but for the current stuff, he's like starting to add a little bit more, especially now that he's allowed to like actually have that shit on. Like he's allowed to have drip. God, yeah. That nigga, holy bro. For most of the manga, this nigga was walking around in some bullshit. God damn. Holy, that nigga looked like a smacked ass. I ain't gonna lie, he looked terrible. But now that he's allowed to just like have that shit on and basically be, he's basically Temu Ichigo. That's his power, like his battle clothes. He's Temu Ichigo. But Ichigo is so sick. So like, if you're gonna rip off any character design, I'm happy it's one of my goats. So, you know, now that he's allowed to look cool, dress, act nice, it's cool. It's cool.
Now that Nue is fucking picking out his clothes.
Yeah, right? It's just like, God damn, bro, hold on. Listen, Gakuto, you've powered up enough. We need to get you some new shit, bro. This is bad.
You can finally fit into my Jordan.
Yeah, right. God damn, bro. You've been walking around in the AN1 sneakers. We need to get you some Nike, some fucking Gucci, Balenciaga. We need to get you something, man. God damn.
Walking around in the Air Knicks.
Yeah. It's have you seen that one meme where it's the guy with like the off-brand Jordan sneakers? It's like Jordan doing a completely different move.
Yeah.
And the caption is, I just don't got the heart to tell him. Like that's Nue and Gakuto, bro. It's like, oh nah, bro. You walking around in some fake shit. We gotta get you right, man.
He's walking around with them cheekers.
Yeah. Hell no, man. We got to get you right. So, yeah. Nue's Exorcist is a fun time.
To be clear, we're not recommending this to anyone.
I don't think I would recommend it, but it's fun.
I mean, I kind of figured that was the case the moment you guys started talking about the whole hero thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
there's some trash
that kind of shot
series.
down any possibility.
You shouldn't have sold me on it so hard. Like now I want to read it.
You're right. Yeah.
Of course.
Bro, it has a loser self-insert character with a harem of sisters, dude. That's awesome.
one sister.
You're close, I guess.
Well,
All right.
I mean, technically, too, because, to everyone else, Nue is the sister.
That's
So
fair,
technically, too.
Yeah, see, I was paying attention.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, honestly,
You
technically
have to
3, because Kazusa, when she's asked about it, she's like, well, he's kind of like a little bro to me.
Oh god,
So-
Kazu's a big sweetie.
So
Hey,
technically, Taco's not lying. I mean,
Mhm.
Every second proves me more correct. I'll just say
that's,
that.
yeah, Hey, man. Yeah, so it's, God, Kazusa saying I'm his big sister with the recent chapter, crazy, but,
He's like a little brother to me, a little brother that I wanna
yeah, man. So, hey, we gonna see where all this goes. But I like Nue's Exorcist so far. I just wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But anyway, you want to know what I would recommend? I would recommend this chapter of One New Pisua, chapter 1143. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
Damn, there's a lot of chapters in
good
this
chapter.
series.
Yep, there's a lot. There's a lot.
That's crazy too, because I think we got like quite a bit left.
Oh yeah,
No, we do.
absolutely. Yeah, we got.
Like
Oh, wow.
obviously we're in the final like stretch, but like how long is this final stretch gonna go for? I think we got quite a while.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we'll be here for a couple more years. We'll be straight. Yeah, this is a good chapter, man. This is a fun chapter. Summers is a sick bastard. He is a sick freak.
Yeah,
But, hey,
I like Summers.
I was about to say he's probably my favorite one.
Bro, that's a Sanji victim, bro. Sanji's about to.
You're
he's about to
right.
go.
You're right, man. Sanji's about
That
to
makes me
gift
like
this
him
thing.
more.
Yeah, exactly. More.
I can
freaks
see
for
them
my
being a
king.
Sanji fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, with their, I've seen some people set up matchups like, Luffy is gonna fight Killingham because Dreams and Toon Force. Zoro is gonna fight Gunko because that nigga does not know directions and fighting up against the direction girl. And then Summers is gonna fight Sanji because love.
That'd be
So
fun.
I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah. But while we're on the subject of killing him, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how that works. Because, like, okay, so we were obviously correct on the mark about him having a Kirin Devil Fruit. Like, that, I feel like that was fairly obvious. And so I'm still trying to figure out, like, the connection between that and having a dream ability.
Okay, so he made it up.
Yeah, I don't think there actually is any connection. Like, I don't think
Okay.
Kirins have any connection.
Right,
Here's the
no.
thing, I don't know Japanese. Maybe there's some wordplay in there that, like, I'm missing.
could
That's what
be.
I'm
That's
assuming here. Because,
Yeah.
like, I definitely couldn't find anything lore-wise is about it. So it's like, hey, that's the only thing I can assume here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I was just
definitely an
curious
interesting
about it.
power, though. I
Well-
like it.
One thing that I
really
do
cool
think is
stuff.
interesting is that the TCB, if I remember correctly, they translated it as a Keeling, which is slightly different because the Keeling, like with a Q, Quilin, is a Chinese dragon, and the Keeling is a Japanese dragon. So I think that might be a difference. whereas the Kirin is a Japanese one.
Okay.
And that's exactly as qualified as I feel to weigh in on that. Just an observation that they do technically, which I'm still more inclined to believe that like it's Kirin.
Yeah.
And I'm also inclined to believe that the dream stuff is still like, yeah, they probably do that. A dream.
You know, I mean, myths that have been around for a very long time can also evolve new ideas, even in just the modern era. So, like, who knows what he's influenced by
Centuries
right now? Like,
of tradition and mythology eradicated by one One Piece character.
Straight
Oda
up, you know, that's not
decides.
genuinely something popular. Even if Oda just made this shit up on the spot, this could be something that influences how, like, this type of mythical creature is interpreted in later, like, fictional stories. Like, that's just how it happens sometimes.
True.
Like,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I was just focused on trying to.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. Like, that's just how it is sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
shit.
no, I get it. Like, I mean, because, like, again, like, odds are this really is just going to be, like, some sort of wordplay in Japanese that we Americans are not going to get until someone actually points it out to us. That's, like, because usually you see that shit on Twitter, which I...
Yeah, strong us there. That is a strong us there.
Load
Okay,
bearing
well,
us.
you know what I fucking mean.
Yes, I do.
I could write any tweet, send it to, like, under a fake account, send it to our podcast channel and be like, oh, it turns out that actually like, there once was a Kirin that was the actual emperor of Japan in, like, Japanese history, and that's what this is a reference to. And Sylvia would be like, wow, that's crazy. Because one of the consequences of never being on the internet is never finding out how to identify misinformation. Or as we call it, a little bit of trolling.
A little bit of silly guyism. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about, like, the whole thing. Because when I first read through this chapter with TCB and then I, reread it again this morning with the official, there were some differences in translation. So, like, the Keelan and Kirin thing, I was like, oh, they probably just, like, spelled it wrong. Because I was just like, oh, it's Kirin, duh. So I didn't even think about, like,
transliteration is its own complicated thing, too.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
No complicated word. God damn.
That's just what the word is.
I was thinking, like, with Killingham, I was more so thinking about how this dude can create, like, basically the strongest army in the world, right? Because, like, for a while, the Giants were amped up. Like, these are the guys. Like, these are the dudes. If I had them, I'd be the king of the pirates, says Big Mom. And, all these people are gassing them up. Killingham just creates, like, these giant monsters that make them look puny. Like, he just does that shit.
I am curious how far Oda's going to take it.
Yeah.
Because based on what we know about his ability right now, it could potentially just be one of the strongest in the series. Because all we've seen him do is take children's nightmares and bring them to life. So these monsters are not really accurate representations of these things. They are how the children see them, and children are very heavily influenced by their own imaginations and things like that. Yeah. But let's say, for example, someone like Zoro, who knows Mihawk extremely well, if he doesn't fear Mihawk, but this is just an example. If he feared Mihawk, could killing him create like an almost exact replica of Mihawk?
That's scary to think about, dude.
Just think of it this way.
That's scary to think about.
Because adults, like, they're less limited by that imagination, that exaggeration. Summers imagined this really fancy salt that he's had before, and Killingham pulled it out of his dream, and it's an exact replica of that salt, and it tastes just like it.
Yep.
What are the limits to this power?
But, there is a limit there, though, because it didn't have any actual substance to it.
Exactly. So I'm curious to see how
does that translate to, like, creating a fighter? It's hard to say how that, like...
Right, exactly, because, like, it's like you said, like, by right and reason, with a power like this, they could just make the strongest army in the world that could overpower even the Giants. But they obviously have not done this yet. And so there does have to be like a fine limit as to why they just don't do this.
Mhm.
And
I think
there's a cap to the ability.
Wait, can you imagine that Killingham's able to create the strongest version of Zoro ever using the dreams of Zoro fan?
Oh shit! They probably create the
that
strongest
would be
Sanji.
terrifying.
Honestly, they'd be glazing. Zoro.
No.
Their
I
fear is Sanji.
imagine the biggest limitation would be Haki, because even if he could create like a replica of Mihawk, that Mihawk, even if it's capable of replicating the sword skills that Zoro knows he has, it wouldn't be able to replicate the
Haki.
like
it doesn't
the
have
willpower.
any
Because it's not
will.
actually a living creature.
It doesn't have any
Or there's no
substance.
will.
It doesn't have will. Yeah, I was gonna bring this up. That's what I think it's gonna
Okay,
be.
that's valid.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be
So
no
it's
Haki.
just like the actual Mihawk. No
Yeah.
Haki.
Yeah, Frog
Oh
Hawk.
shit, man!
I think
Mihawk is gonna run and try to paint his blade.
I think my favorite aspect of this of their powers is it's almost less like they're using their abilities and like their abilities are subservient to them,
Yeah,
because
Shamrock
they're
is the same
literally
way.
just they're just sitting. Yeah, Shamrock's the same way. They're just sitting around doing nothing, and their abilities are doing everything for them. And it makes sense because these are powers that were most likely handpicked, given to them for these specific reasons. And I just really like that. It shows the mindset. It's one of my favorite things about Devil Fruits. Oda does this a lot, where and most shonen do this. This isn't special, but I really like when a character's personality matches their ability perfectly, because you can learn a lot about them just by seeing how they use their ability. It just kind of saves time. You don't have to give every character like a super detailed backstory and like, well, this is their belief system and all this. It's like, okay, their ability is this. They use it this way. We have a pretty good grasp of the type of person this is.
yeah,
Right.
I love when series do that. It's been like one of my favorite things to pay attention to ever since I've become like more cognizant of things like happening when in stuff that I'm reading. I like paying attention to that the most. Like I think for JJK, that's what I really liked about it, where it's just like, for Gojo, I could look at his powers and be like, damn, this motherfucker is sick. Not just because he's sick, but also because I just love what his power tells us about his character and the things that we learn about him. On top of that, like it's so simple. Like you say, a lot of series do it. And I'm noticing it now going back. Like I'll read Naruto and like I'll see Kakashi. I'm like, damn, this is kind of cool. Like I'll just see him like copying shit. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I like what this says about him. Every series like really does this, but it's just such a cool thing that I really like. I'm happy they do it.
What's interesting about One Piece is the fact that because devil fruits are literally whatever, there's such a wide range of things that it can tell you about the character, and even obvious ones like because you could very easily like switch things around and it's like, oh, a character who has the ability to make dreams real. It's like, oh, well, they're like a real earnest idealist type that wants to make their dreams come true. And also, it can be a lazy-ass, goofy-ass motherfucker.
Literally a silly little guy.
He seems pretty big.
Zenith, what do you think is the thematic relevance of the celestial dragon sitting around eating a delicious gourmet meal that has zero nutritional value or caloric value? I need a full-page essay by the way. So,
MLA format.
He's muted, so I think he might not be here.
This motherfucker. All right, it's your
What
question.
I can tell you,
Now, Sky, go ahead.
what I can tell you is that a delicious meal with practically no calories that gets made super easily sounds like the sponsor of this stream, Factor. Take it away.
That's right. With the delicious power of Factor delivered to my doorstep, I've never had to make a meal ever again.
Boy, I'm telling you, companies of the world, I would kill doing an ad read.
True.
It's really interesting because on a surface level, it seems like a great power to have. Like, it's like, think about for a group of people or in a society that is so, they have so much excess.
They're so it's decadent.
Yeah,
That's
so decadent that in a society like that, it's a blessing to be able to eat delicious food and not gain any weight, to not have any calories, to have no negative downsides, because it's like, oh my god, this is so great. But it doesn't actually mean anything, because if you tried to give that food to someone who actually needed it, who was actually starving, it wouldn't help them at all.
Yep. Don't got
It
nothing
exists
to it, man.
solely. It exists solely to benefit those that are full.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense, man. This shit is bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because we're on the same scene, God, man. I was so fucking hype when they were just like, oh man, this is just gonna be like an easy job. And Gunko's like, hold your horses. Emperor Straw Hat Luffy is here. That's my goat. Yes, sir, baby. I get so hyped, man. He's getting that respect. Hey, that's my fucking dude right there. There's gonna be a big moment where he touches down and Gunko is gonna see him. She's gonna be like, fuck, dude. Fuck, man. Oh my god. I am so excited to see whenever he does show up. Obviously, he's got his hands full with a bunch of other stuff going on right now. But it was just really nice whenever Luffy gets that big up from like outside people, not just like his friends or whatever. It's so hyped to see. I love that shit every time.
I'm gonna be honest. The longer we go, the more I'm thinking Luffy's not gonna fight any of them. I don't think Luffy's gonna fight the Celestial Dragons, and it reminds me. Not right now, because I think later he'll fight them. But like Summers, Gunko, and Killingham, I don't think Luffy's gonna fight any of those three. And it reminds me of a quote from Zoro from way earlier in the story in Thriller Bark. I think it's in Thriller Bark, where the Straw Hats got their fucking asses kicked at the beginning of Thriller Bark. They were just complete, like, most of them got their shadows stolen. They were about to die. Like, they were, like, really, really overwhelmed pretty easily by Moria. And the interesting thing about it was, at the time, the Straw Hats were significantly more powerful than anyone on Moria's crew. Moria had fucking Absalom, Hogback, and Perona. And Perona has Hack's abilities. For the most part, like, they're not that good. The reason why they were so successful at dealing with the Straw Hats, and Zoro points this out, Luffy specifically, Luffy is very bad at dealing with trickery. It's one of his biggest weaknesses.
That is true.
Because he's just so honest, yeah.
Because I remember, because that scene when Zoro said it, I think it was like juxtaposed with Luffy trying to fight Moria, and Moria was just sitting there sleeping or like just relaxing, and Moria's shadow was fighting Luffy, and Moria would just run away because Moria knew that, all right, I already took a shadow. If I just wait until daytime, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
So Moria was just wasting time, and it's like these Celestial Dragons, they are not going to fight fair. They're very focused. Their abilities are very focused around trickery. And I'm almost wondering if it's going to be... That's why Luffy has these allies that can... They can cover his shortcomings.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm wondering... I don't think Luffy's going to fight any of the three of them. I'm thinking other people will.
So what I'm hearing is, it's time for Go the Usopp to take the stage once more.
I think it's possible Usopp gets a fight. I think it's possible.
I hope so.
I think Usopp would be a great matchup against Killingham.
Killingham. Oh, okay. It could be.
I think Sanji versus Summers. That's a cool matchup.
I feel like that's a set matchup. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there, but maybe, Robin versus Gunko or fucking Jinbei or Chopper, like whoever. Like, I'm thinking Luffy doesn't directly fight the Celestial Dragons.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like, honestly, his better matchup literally already left the island. So, I see your point. Because
if Shamrock was here, yeah, Luffy would be fighting Shamrock, but Shamrock left.
Yeah. Okay, I definitely understand your point.
Yeah. That would be kind of interesting too. Like, because we're so used to like walking around and like, oh, there's a massive threat on the island. And obviously, you know, Loki is still that. But like to see from the enemy's perspective, like, okay, now Luffy is also the terrible Titan we can't run into. Like, that's actually kind of an interesting dynamic that I'd like to see. Like a cat and mouse game almost. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Because I have a feeling with the way Gunko, Summers, and Killingham, the way their abilities they seem very powerful, but they all seem like there's a trick to it.
Yeah.
Right.
They all seem like there's a specific weakness that you can exploit. And like I don't know if Luffy would be able to figure out the weaknesses. Like, Luffy is much more of a just punch first type of person. Not that Luffy's completely dumb. He's good at fighting and he can figure out people's weaknesses, but it's like I don't know. I'm just not getting the impression that he's gonna fight them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Like I was joking a little bit about that whole Goldie Usopp line, but I definitely can't see Usopp taking in the stage here because I know we said that at last arc it was going to be Frankie's arc and that didn't actually pan out, but I really do think I can see Usopp stepping up to plate here because like this whole coming here to this island has been his dream since back at the beginning. Like, and now that these guys are coming to fuck things up, he's not just going to stand by and take that.
Mm-hmm.
Usopp has got to be the perfect.
Step up and prove.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, this is his chance to prove once and for all that he is going to be that brave warrior to see he's been hyping himself up to be this whole time.
He's also a perfect matchup because Usopp is the most scared nigga alive. So killing him, just using like whatever like dreams he has against him and Usopp overcoming that could be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially when
falling asleep in the middle of the fight.
Stop being EP.
Stop passing out.
Like,
making it work.
I can absolutely imagine because Loki has a line in this chapter. He's like, "You bitches can't even lift Ragnir." I was like, Usopp is probably gonna lift that. like it's probably gonna be like a dream version of Ragnir, and he's just gonna like hold it, and he's gonna bash him over the head or some shit. He's gonna kill him over the head or whatever. I'm like, yeah. Makes sense.
Another aspect of it is because we don't know how Killingham's power works exactly. What is the limitations on what he can manifest? Because again, the only thing we've seen him manifest are the nightmares of children, and children are very straightforward. Like they're scared of monsters and their mom and stuff. Can he manifest the death of a loved one, like seeing a loved one dying? Can he could he
manifest anxiety? Like,
could he manifest like Usopp's mother, like dying, like sick in her bed?
Dude, that's be fucked.
Like, we don't know exactly how. Like, and I think that would be another good matchup for Usopp because Usopp is the perfect person to overcome those things. Because ultimately, what those dreams are lies.
Yeah.
With zero substance.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really funny if it's like Killingham tries to use his power on Usopp. It's like, I will summon your worst fears. It just doesn't work. Why can't I'm scared of everything?
I'm scared.
It's a repeat of what happened with Perona.
Exactly.
Honestly,
how are you not a completely negative mess? Don't you know? I've always been depressed.
And again, going back to what I was saying about Thriller Bark, I think that's a good example because Luffy could never defeat Perona.
Yeah.
Never, yeah.
He could now because I imagine his haki is strong enough he could resist her power, but then he couldn't. Perona would have, Luffy would have just lost to her. And it was only Usopp. Usopp was the only person on the crew that could defeat her. I'm wondering if it'll be a kind of similar situation here.
I feel like it will be because I think that's
that
is like Usopp's genuinely most notable fight. Like you could argue the God Usopp stuff in Dressrosa is a little more like important, but I think as far as like a full fight that's all his, I think that one's just his biggest.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would make sense if there will be callbacks, or at least he structures it in a similar way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Oda loves fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can even see a moment where like Usopp could even like figure out that he's just pulling out stuff that he's afraid of. He's like, "Oh no, I'm so afraid of pop green ammo. Oh, please don't pull out more of that. Oh god." He pulls out some like random pop green power-ups. He's like, "What am I going to do with these?" and just tosses them. Usopp's like, "Oh, cool,
no.
thanks." Yeah.
I'm so afraid of my dad. Please don't bring my dad, who I shoot right here.
Oh no, I'm so afraid of a 50 cal. Oh no. Please don't spawn that in. Yeah, I could absolutely see Usopp just like trolling and just taking advantage of that power. So now that we're talking it up more and more, I hope he does get it.
Well, that's just going to make it more disappointing when Luffy just one-shots going him.
Okay, but listen.
Goes Gear 5 and fucking kills him.
I love Luffy. I always invest in Luffy stocks. So, like, if that happens, that'd just be funny. I'm not going to lie. I would get a good laugh out of that. I think it's funny. But I do hope that Usopp gets this fight.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I definitely agree. It's my idea. You're goddamn right.
True. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I hope so. It's a good idea, man. You should own that. It's a good idea. Okay.
As far as like other stuff in the chapter, I wanted to talk about. I was right. I don't remember if I ever said on the podcast, but those horns on Loki, like his helmet, are just his real horns.
Oh yeah, you brought it up before. Yeah, you're right.
Which again, not a super crazy theory, but I'm glad that it got confirmed this chapter.
You're also right about no one else being able to lift Ragnar.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, bro. I mean, that was so funny.
It makes sense because clearly it's like being paralleled to Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like that makes sense that he's the only one that can lift Ragnar. Yeah. Also, I was also right about them like not fighting because I was like, yeah, I think Loki's just gonna like go down. He's so injured. Yeah. I just didn't see like them having like a full fight. I did think maybe it would go a little further than what it did. I thought there would at least be like a bit of a back and forth.
But nah, he was cooked.
No,
I thought it was very funny because Hardin is like, Loki, please, God, please, Loki, don't do anything. And Zoro's like, can you quit bitching, bro? He's capping. Oh my God. Yeah, I thought that was very funny where Luffy just like love tap. I mean, hey, chat, if we want the agendas to agenda, I mean, like we can talk about it. We talk about how Luffy, Shanks beat this guy and became a Yonko and Luffy one-shot him. I mean, let's talk about it. Let's have the real conversations. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we want the agendas to really agenda.
I really love the way Oda draws Loki.
Oh, yeah, he's great. I love him.
I think Loki just looks so cool.
Yeah, even like when Luffy is like winding back the love tap and he's just like, ah, damn, I lost this one, huh? Like even that, I was just like, true, man. Like it's such a small moment where he's like, ah, you got me, fair. True, you got me. All right, this is very nice. I'm liking Loki more and more.
How does he take his helmet off?
We just crack that bitch open. We rip it smooth off.
That's what I would.
Like, because you have to move it forward to get it off, like, the forward jutting of the horn. But, like, the back of the scalp would be in the fucking way.
This is going to be a question they get to ask on SBS, and we're going to find out that it, like, disassembles into pieces. Or it's going to be, like...
Definitely going to be what it is.
Or it's going to be, like...
No, his fucking hat has a devil fruit that makes it a Logia, so you can just whip that shit off.
Well, I also think it's possible that Oda's going to be like, here, let me demonstrate. And it's going to be like two diagrams, one with Loki, like it's Loki, then the helmet next to him, and then the next one is Loki with the helmet on, and there's just an arrow in between the two.
Yeah, he just takes it off.
Yeah,
well, I think I actually came up with one. I think I just accidentally came up with a really funny One Piece gag. Imagine a dude gets like a piece of armor and he gives it a devil fruit, but the devil fruit turns out to be a Logia, so it's fucking useless.
Well,
Can you imagine that? Like, so we finally get introduced to the person with a water Logi, and he gave it to his fucking shirt. I can never wear dry shirts. This shit sucks.
Useless devil fruit.
Yeah.
my socks ate the wet fruit.
No,
I'm so pissed.
bro, the socks. No, bro. Yeah, if that's the if that may as well just be emu, bro. If I had wet socks all the time, niggas gotta die, bro.
I can't think of like a single convenient Logia to give any piece of clothing ever.
It makes me wonder because from what we know, canonically, you can only give zone devil fruits to inanimate objects.
Right.
That's what Vegapunk explains. And it's
okay, I forgot about
it's
that.
assumedly something to do with the fact that like zone devil fruits have like wills of their own because they're animals.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes further into that because when we meet the Seraphim, he explains that using the he found out how to give zone devil fruits to inanimate objects, and he then discovered that by using the DNA or like the bloodline elements, which is like the green blood or whatever that's flowing within the Seraphims, he's able to give the Seraphims paramecia devil fruits. But he specifically says, I've never been able to give Logia devil fruits to anything. And I'm sure there's like an actual reason for that, but I'm wondering if it's just because Oda realized that it would be really dumb.
It'd be so dumb, bro.
You could give an inanimate object some fucking Logia.
Bro, now wait, hold on.
I gave the rumble fruit to my shirt, and the static cling is fucking killing me. I cannot take it off.
Yo, for the flex, for the aura, you put the Pika no Mi in your diamond chain? Hold on. Hold on, bro. That bitch shining constantly. Yes, the
But
aura.
wait a minute. I gave the dry fruit to the ocean. Figure it out.
Oh shit. We're cooked. Oh,
Figure it
out. Bro.
Magma, let's go.
It's like, fuck you.
I gave the devil fruit to the ocean. It sank.
Yeah, it sank. It's over. It's good.
Yo,
It's gone. I can't get it back.
Fuck you, dries your ocean.
How
That's what
you
Blackbeard
guys?
That's just literally. I mean, it's literally just Pokemon Ruby.
That's based.
Team Magma forever.
It's based. Were you saying, Taco?
How would you guys feel to have a little brother that bullies you?
I don't think I'd feel very good, you know?
Because Loki is like 20 years younger.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Loki is the little brother, but he's significantly bigger and stronger than Harden.
He'd be
Yeah,
bullying
I
that
didn't even
nigga,
think
bro.
about that.
Yeah, he'd be taking his fucking lunchbox every day for school, bro. Where your lunch money at, nigga? Come here. I'd be like, bro.
I think it's interesting that Loki, even in the flashback when they're kids, his eyes are covered
He
by
still
the
has
bandages.
the covers, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna
what
wonder
that's
about
about.
that. This nigga's aura farming as a kid?
I guess.
It's sort of
Harden never had a chance.
gotta start early, alright? What are you doing on the playground? Fucking playing tag, playing hide and seek? No, Loki was investing in himself.
Invest in yourself, bro. He was dunking his face in ice bowls at 4 a.m, bro, okay?
I'm wondering if, like, maybe not next chapter, but I'm wondering if we're gonna go into Loki's backstory soon and like see what actually happened with Rod.
We have to get it eventually. I feel like that's going to be a couple chapters.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be soon because I think the emphasis will be on like Harden being like, this nigga's lying. Because, you know, now that things have calmed down. Because before, you know, Harden went into the whole thing. He's like, hey, Loki tells lies. And then Loki just being like, I will fucking murder everyone here. Obviously, high alert situation. It was a lie. But exactly, you know, Harden in that moment, because of the high tensities in the situation, he's just like, oh, God. Like, he immediately took it at face value. So now that things have calmed down, you know, he's proven that he's a liar once again. he's probably just gonna be like, no, I don't fucking believe you. Obviously, you're lying to me. And I think that's what it's really going to be emphasizing on it. Maybe we do get like a little bit of the story, like Loki says what happens, and he's just like, I don't believe you, and Luffy thinks like, I don't know, maybe, you know, like, I don't know, maybe something like that. I don't think it'll be a full backstory just yet.
I think because at the end, Harden pulls out the axe and he's about to just kill Loki. Crazy. And then Loki says, instead of indulging in your petty personal drama, take a look at the woods around us. They all say I went and killed Dad with pure murder in my heart, but you don't believe that, do you? Because I think what it is I think Harden does genuinely hate Loki. Yeah. But he genuinely hates him. And I think Loki is like, he's clearly not evil. Like, I think we're getting set up that he's not evil, but he's not a good person either.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Yeah, like, he is an asshole. He is a piece of shit. Like, I think he killed his dad, but I think he had, like, a good reason for doing it. And I think that's what he's trying to imply. And I think Harden probably suspects as much. But he does genuinely hate Loki, so it's like, he can't really accept that Loki might have had a good reason to do what he did.
Yeah, bro has an excuse to kill him. He's like,
there's never a good reason to kill someone, Loki. That's why I'm gonna kill you.
That's why I'm gonna do it. Yeah, no, Harden definitely hates this nigga. Every day, Loki was like, fuck you. Yo, mama a hoe. Yo, daddy dead. It's like, all right, man. Like,
our dad's alive. He's right there.
He's like, I'm pre-ordering it. What?
Not for long.
You think I can build a bus stop here? Why do we need a bus stop?
Every day, Harden would look himself in the mirror and wake up with fresh hatred.
Sky, you want to hear one of my favorite new theories?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Harden is the firstborn son of King Harald. King Harald has the blood of ancient giants in his veins. That's why he's so big and he has the horns. He had sex with a normal giant woman, and that resulted in Harden. But she wasn't an Elbaf giant, so they couldn't like really get married because he was the king. He couldn't have, he couldn't marry a non-Elbaf giant. Mm-hmm. And because she was a normal giant, that resulted in Harden being much smaller and weaker. His ancient giant blood isn't as pronounced. And then we don't know anything about Loki's mother, but she was an Elbaf giant. And then he married her. And that was, Loki is the legitimate child, even though he's the younger brother. There's a theory right now that people think that Harald actually had a third son with a human woman. And they believe that son was Kaido.
That poor woman.
I'm gonna be real. I believe it, honestly.
That's interesting.
Now, I'm gonna be upfront. There's not great evidence.
I wanted to be like, and the proof is
most of it is very vibes. Like it's a vibes type of theory.
If it was true.
Okay, so Kaido looks very similar. If you look at a picture of Harold and Kaido next to each other, they almost look identical.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Even down to the mustache, like it's crazy.
They have, and that's been a question for a long time. Where it's like, what are Onis? Are Onis a different race? Or are Onis, because Kaido and Yamato are Onis, they are big humans that have horns. What if Onis are just a diluted form of the ancient giants crossbreeding with humans? And we know it's possible that giants can breed with humans because we have Gabon and Ripley. Gabon and Ripley. We don't know.
It's also just we've known about like these sort of like sub races, like the subdivisions.
Whoa.
No, you know what I mean? Like the subdivisions because of stuff like the Buccaneers, like
Yeah. So it's the idea that the Onis aren't really a separate race. They are just genetically human. They're mostly human DNA with some ancient giant DNA. And that's why Kaido has the horns. That's why he's so big and strong. But he's significantly smaller. He's actually similar in height to Big Mom. But Big Mom's a normal human that was just really big. And also, there are like people making the connections that Big Mom has this really convoluted backstory history with Elbaf. And that maybe Kaido also has these connections to Elbaf. Kaido also, one of his most powerful moves, actually I think it is just his most powerful move, is like Conqueror of the Three Worlds Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Which is definitely tied to Elbaf somehow. Yeah.
It's the tree, because the three worlds we saw. The
three worlds.
Yeah, the three worlds.
Which is the three realms of Elbaf, and then Ragnarok, and then I'm trying to think. There was more to it than just that.
Honestly, I think it could also be because
he's actually
I'm sorry.
He's very similar in age.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because Haruden is like 80 something. Loki is in his early 60s, and Kaido's in his late 50s. So Kaido and Loki are only a couple years apart in terms of age. So it actually lines up.
Their lives together. Oh my god.
Holy crap.
I get that you're giants, so you live forever, but oh my god, you're still upset about how your little brother used to bully you. Get over it. You killed your dad. You're 80 now. Get over it.
It is by definition a crack theory, but it's a theory I really like.
I like it a lot. Cool. Yeah.
I'm wondering if Haruden, I'm wondering like what it would be Harald had relations with a human woman out on the Blue Sea, probably in the Vodka Kingdom, which is the kingdom that Kaido was born in and raised in. And he had to abandon Kaido because he was an illegitimate son. He wasn't supposed to be with this woman. And then that's why Kaido grew up alone and rejected. And that's probably a lot of where his mindset comes from, because he was just completely rejected. And that also explains why he was so big and fucking strong as a 5-year-old.
I was gonna say, too.
Living around normal humans.
Didn't he get sent away? Because they're like, nigga, you like fighting too much. So, like, you gotta go somewhere with that.
They specifically, the king of Vodka tried to give him to the government to use as a soldier, and he refused to fight for the government.
Gotcha.
Which, if he had the blood of ancient giants within him, that would make sense, because the government has consistently been trying to recreate ancient giants. Those were the experiments that Vegapunk was doing on Punk Hazard. They were trying to gigantify humans. And to go along with that, why did the government send Kaido to Punk Hazard for Vegapunk to experiment on him?
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay. Maybe because Kaido is a human ancient giant hybrid, and Vegapunk was trying to use his DNA to recreate more soldiers like Kaido.
Yeah. Interesting. Because he already had King there, and they were studying Lunarians, obviously, for what we've seen. So, like, it would make sense if Kaido was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, the more we're talking about it, the more it's making sense to me.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is kind of bad.
The more it's making sense to me.
It's a little more than vibes.
So, it's possible Loki and Haruden are Kaido's brothers, half-brothers. They're all half-brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's based, man.
I gotta say.
God damn, Harold.
Which would mean Luffy has now knocked out all three of Herald's.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, I was like, yo, fucking Harden and Loki really are brothers, because they both got one tap by Luffy.
You're lucky. You're fucking lucky. You're dead, or else Luffy do it to you too. Hey. Go for the family sweep, the bloodline sweep. What a terrible father.
I'm knocking out the whole tree.
Bro did not do it, which feels consistent, honestly. I like that, because that just means that Herald is a really bad dad.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, a good dad
even,
doesn't make Loki. Like, let's
he even looked evil in like the little panel we saw of him on page 18. Like he's all silhouetted and shadowed up. He's like, "Ah, yes, my sons, you will take on Elbaf after me." Like his arms out extended. This nigga looks nefarious.
Well, I still believe he was letting Mother Caramel sell giant children to the government. Like I think he was fully aware. Yeah. I think he was working with the government. He's clearly not a good person.
Yeah.
And also because that would also explain why Kaido's backstory feels so weird. Because it feels weirdly jumbled. It feels weirdly jumbled and like it jumps around because I was little guy, medium guy, and now big guy, right? So it's like that's the meme. But if you consider that big chunks of Kaido's backstory are connected to King Harald and Rocks, two characters that Oda knew he was saving for later in the story, he would take all of those aspects out of Kaido's backstory. So we don't see any of his connection with Rocks, and we don't see any of his connection to his father. It does feel disjointed.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because those are arguably probably the two most important figures in how he became the way he is.
Okay. That makes sense. Still doesn't mean his backstory wasn't underwhelming, I gotta say.
In the moment, yeah, it was. Oh, they could have done it better. I don't really know how you fix that.
That it's really hard because I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, it was underwhelming because we didn't get all of it," and that's because he can't reveal all of it yet. But also, it's like it's his fault for structuring the story that way. Like that's just how it is. But I mean, I've always been interested in learning more about him. Like just because I think it's underwhelming, then I think regardless of how it is kind of his fault. Still, it's like I still want to see it. Like, don't get me wrong.
I think things can get better in hindsight.
Oh, absolutely.
So, like, yeah, Kaido's backstory could just be better by the end of the story if we get those missing pieces.
Yeah, sure.
That flashback will never be satisfying, but Kaido can still have a good backstory.
Our opinion of Kaido could be more satisfying.
I think a big part of it is just the way that Wano ended overall. Because there's a whole lot of moments where it's like, and then there's more, right? Guys, what's the curtain falling? You mean?
Why are we all standing up and clapping?
Yeah.
Why is the production over?
They're gonna do an encore, right? He hasn't played Hero yet. What are you doing?
But that's my theory, and I don't have anything else to say about the rest of the chapter. Good chapter.
I want to bring up quick, there may be some frauds here, because fucking Gerd being like, it'll take a couple of months. Nigga, get Chopper on the phone. Holy. Who are these doctors, nigga? God damn. Like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, get Chopper down here. Holy shit. I've seen some people bring up like, oh, maybe this is for when like he fights against someone big. People think like maybe Shamrock comes back, or I know a theory that's been going around recently is Blackbeard takes his fruit, whatever it is. So hey, in his next fight, maybe that's the excuse because he'll lose because he's not full strength. But like, also, man, we just need to get Chopper in here, man. Chopper's gonna get him all straightened out. It's gonna be good. We move from there.
I really love that people have been making Blackbeard will steal this character's Devil Fruit theory since like 2010.
It's the new X arc will be Zoro's arc or Sanji's arc or
nothing
Usopp's
new
arc.
about it.
Yeah. Hey man, if you keep saying it, eventually it happens. You look like the smartest motherfucker ever.
Dude, I called it 20 years ago. Yeah, like, yeah, you've changed it 20 fucking times.
Hey man, just because I've edited the tweet doesn't mean it's not prophetic.
The strength of a theory is not in how correct it is, it's in how adaptable it is.
It's the Nostradamus method where you just predict everything that could ever happen.
If I say everything, then eventually I have to be right.
Yeah, if you get one right, that's all that matters.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna
The
come
shotgun
in
punch
and
is, very
steal
effective.
Killingham's devil fruit. Why? Bro said some shit about dreams once.
Yeah. That's some real shit, man. That's some real shit. I mean, hey, if it is, because I just, while I was making the thumbnail for this week's podcast, I was watching the Morge video you sent a while ago, Taco, of, what's his name? Loki having the inverse Joy Boy fruit or Nika fruit.
Mm-hmm.
If it is just that, I mean, hey,
Fair
maybe
enough.
he comes to grab that shit. I don't know. But I feel like since he's so wrapped up in government stuff right now, he might not swing over. But hey, the Blackbeard Pirates, they've split off before. They've been on the move, so who knows?
The biggest reason I don't think Loki will get his devil fruit stolen is just like it's more logistical, where it's like, well, I just don't think he's gonna die.
I
don't think so
personally,
either.
I think he's gonna be an ally in the final war.
Yeah, I
I
think
agree.
I think he's going to be with Luffy in the final war, fighting on his side.
Plus, like with how
I think
like
he's way cooler.
sacred the devil fruit is, and like how it's been looked on because Loki has it, I feel like it returning back to its former prominence with people accepting Loki. I feel like that's more of a satisfying conclusion than just, uh-oh, here comes evil nigga, and he just steals it and he runs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm so goddamn sick of this guy.
Get him the
Everything
fuck out of here.
happens, and then he shows up, and he's just like, ha ha ha, I'll turn the world upside down. And it's like,
Blood shows up when everything's already finished.
rifling through my garbage cans at night. Being like, yeah, this fucking In-N-Out rapper. It's the key to my blood. Get out of here.
Say ha ha ha. I will use this. For what? I will use it.
I'm calling the cops on you.
I'm calling the police. Freak. But yeah. Whatever happens, I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the very last thing I wanted to add on to the Kaido theory is I want to make it clear. I don't think that's going to be like out in the story. Like, I don't think it's going to matter within the story because I don't even know who would say it.
Oops. I meant to edit that, by the way, Sky.
Because, like, assumedly, the only person who would know would be Herald. Maybe Kaido knows. But Herald's dead, and Kaido is...
That
I
nigga
don't
might
know.
also be dead.
Be out there somewhere, maybe.
So, because I think more likely what it is, it'll be like an SBS thing. Like,
Yeah,
where
I think so,
people will be
too.
like, oh, I noticed all these connections, and Oda will explain what happened. Like, oh, Herald did this, and Kaido was born, and yada yada. And I think it's more so just like that added context is good, but I don't think it matters to the main story. It's more so just for Kaido as a character. I think we will probably get that added context.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I agree. It'll be cool, man. I can already see like the YouTube thumbnails being like, damn, look at these triplet of dudes. I can already see a man. If Tekking doesn't have the thumbnail with the 3 dragons and the goofy one is Harden, like I might have to unsubscribe to my goat. I might have to. Yeah.
Like, because Haruden is definitely the black sheep of that family, but it's definitely like a pretty powerful family. Like they're like
Extremely
it makes you think of
powerful,
like
yeah.
it makes you think of like the like Garling. You have Shamrock and Garling, and then fucking the Monkey D family. It's like, what the hell? These families are really strong. It's like Loki, Kaido, and Herald. That's a pretty powerful family. And then Harden, but
we don't talk about him.
we don't talk about him. I think Harden will get some cool moments coming up, but I don't think he's ever going to be like super strong. I don't think that's like the point of his character.
I agree. I was just about to say that. Yeah. Hey, here's to it, man. Here's to it. Hopefully he gets some moments. But other than that, really good chapter. I like this one a lot. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think it's for Herald's role, or not Herald, for Harden's role. I think it's more likely that what he does that's so important is because he's so kind, he's the first one to believe Loki and like forgive him.
That could actually be a really good moment. That'd be
Because
really cool.
if we're assuming, let's assume that Harald is the one, he was working for the government, he was selling out his people to the government, and Loki killed him for that reason. Even though he killed him for a good reason, everyone still believes he murdered the king in cold blood. They want to kill him. They chain him up for years and years and years. And I think it would be a very impactful moment if the first person who actually forgives him and is his brother, the person who hates him the most out of everyone. And it's specifically because of his quote-unquote weakness. His kindness is why he forgives him.
Yeah.
The reason why he has the ability to do it.
His kindness is what ends up saving him. Like saving Loki.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. That could go a lot into what you mentioned before on the podcast with them both being like the new leaders of the new giant pirates, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think ever since you told us that, I've subscribed to that theory heavily. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think it would be really powerful to see a scene like that for Harden. So I hope that happens. That'd be really cool. But yeah, man, good chapter, great chapter. Is there anything else you guys want to say before I look at these comments and then we move on to our final chapter of the week?
Nope. All good.
I guess that is what it is.
Yeah, man, only 2 chapters this week. I mean, we covered up, some other things. We covered.
We talked about Fairy Tail for a while. It's fine.
Exorcist. We talked about some other stuff, so it's technically a podcast.
All good. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of Sokka Days, a little bit of Ichi the Witch. We covered some things.
That's good, because admittedly, I don't have a whole lot to say about the new Dandadan chapter.
I agree. I don't have too much
Yeah.
to say. Let me look at these comments though. Light Knight saying late as usual. L wrong. You should be like our friend Croc saying on time as usual. That's a real goat right there. That's a real goat. That's our friend right there, man. Happy Kagurabachi Sunday. Man, I wish. I fucking wish, man. No peak this week. I agree, man. Unfortunate. My dress up darling is over and now I don't know what to do with my life. Hey, man. Just keep reading Chain Soldier.
I haven't read the last
read Chain
chapter.
Soldier. I don't think you.
I'm too afraid.
It's not real for you yet. I get it.
I want to catch up.
Can't.
Yeah, I want to catch up.
It's good. It's a good final chapter. I will say though, it's not technically the end because we are getting we got confirmed. We're getting more epilogue stuff later.
Oh, okay.
Probably with the volume release.
Yeah, probably. That's cool though. I gotta catch up. I think I left off on 87, so I'll just read from there.
Yeah, you're not that far behind.
Yeah, I'm not that far. Let me see. What's up, gangy? What's up? Also, what's up to everyone? Hello. Croc saying, I can't believe Silver tried to interrupt Taco's introductions.
I can. I can believe that so easily.
May we discuss the goings on in the Kagurabachi community? Has anything happened? I am very tuned out to a lot of stuff. So
Seen it go.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea, quite frankly.
No, it's like there's a meme that's been going around, and I think it's because how many volumes are out right now with Kagurabachi?
6, I think.
So there has just been, I don't understand how this started, but people took the 4 from the 4th volume. It's saying the number on there, right?
Yeah.
And putting it with the word next. I don't know what that's about. And it's a bunch of shit posting. Genuinely just go into the Kagurabachi Twitter the last week and you will not understand a single fucking meme.
Well, ain't it fantastic?
Well, I'm glad to see that they've gone, completely insane in such a short amount of time.
Sounds
it's
like
really
it's
admirable.
1 week.
God damn, Stephanie Vicaire. I'm sorry, I just loaded up Twitter. That was the first thing I saw. Okay, let me look this up. Kagurabachi. We gonna see. We gonna what was? Let me see. Oh, this is the stuff from last week. Some art. Man.
Really good Hakuri fan animation, so that's cool.
I am seeing that too, yeah. This is really sick.
I like this artwork.
This is really nice. This is really nice.
All right, well, now that I've said it, I
so
can't
good.
find a single fucking example, so that's kind of pissing me off.
Well.
It's okay. Hey, we'll find it later. But hey, if that's what's the goings on in the Kagurabachi community, then like I can't really add anything to that because I just don't know. I just don't know what to say. So let me keep reading through these comments here. Sakamoto Day is probably the best it's ever been. Shouts out. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I read the new chapter during the pod. It's so good.
True.
This arc is so awesome.
I got to chapter 9 of Ichi the Witch. Seems nice so far. Hey, shouts out. Hopefully you keep enjoying it.
It is really good.
It's really good, man. I like it. Don't even joke about adding Nue. Oh, we're not. We're just adding it. We're adding it next week. Make sure everyone is caught up.
Do you make jokes, Sailor? Because I was under the impression that we make promises.
All right, I found the fucking example. The word was soon, not next. My bad. It's just like
so for soon.
Yeah, literally. Look at what I just sent to the podcast chat. It's literally fucking that.
Magnificent soon.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It is just this shit.
They've lost their
What
goddamn mind.
wrong with these niggas, bro? What is wrong with these niggas, bro? What is this? This is the most nothing shit I have seen in so long.
Dude, a few days ago, this was my entire fucking Twitter.
Oh my god, bro. Jesus Christ. All right. Shouts out, I guess. Glad y'all are having fun. We finally have a release date for the Chainsaw Man movie. Yes, September 25th. At least that's what it is for over in Japan. I don't know about when it's being released over here, but hopefully the same time. I'm really fucking excited. I like the new teaser they showed off. Very cool stuff. I'm hyped, man. I'm very hyped. I'm really excited to see it. We add in me and Roboco. Let's go. Like, let's stop, buddy. Hell no.
Me and Robo, no.
Yeah, Robo, no, man. Alex saying that's why Zenith is my goat for real when referring to you stopping Fairy Tail like at the very end. Hey man, true. Need to catch up on Kingdom. I'm like 15 chapters behind. I'm like 700 chapters behind, brother. So hey, it's cool. Let me see. Have you ever considered that Urza is bad? I have, but have you ever considered that Lucy is also bad? Type shit. I know nothing about Fairy Tail other than Natsu is generic shonen protagonist at its worst. I would probably agree. I like Natsu.
I don't think at
I
its
don't
worst.
think it's I was about to say I don't think it's at its worst, but yeah.
I am telling you right now, and yes, this is a technicality, but if you want shonen protagonist at its worst, you go read Nisekoi.
True, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking
Raku
true.
is the worst fucking protagonist in anything ever.
True, dude. Holy shit.
Sailor.
What?
I need you to look at the podcast chat. I've just been posting the shit posts.
Oh
Like,
my
look
god,
at me.
bro. Oh my
They've
god,
gone crazy.
bro. It's the fact that, bro, like this requires so much talent to do this. Like fucking having the 0 and 4 clash in the 2 cover, fucking the glass break in the 5th one. Like this actually requires effort. Someone is going through this shit. They are not half-assing this.
I think my favorite one is the Blue Lock one.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh god.
Have you ever soonered with your life on the line? I love when people post that like regular panel on Twitter because all the comments are just like, nigga, no.
Well, they're not playing soccer. Like I don't know what the fuck they're not playing soccer.
They ass is not playing soccer, man. But that's why I love Blue Lock. I need to catch up on Blue Lock too. I wanted to read up on the because I have a collection of the physicals, but Jesus Christ. I wanted to catch up by reading the physicals and then going to digital, but the physicals are like still in the U20, bro. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh my god.
Please help me. Send fucking help, man. Jesus
We in the
Christ.
distant past.
Yeah, genuinely. I hope the next chapter comes out soon. How soon? Oh my god, man. Niggas have lost their minds. Jesus Christ. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, bro. So I cannot believe it. People are too committed to this bit. People are too committed to this bit, dude. Zenith has just opened the fucking floodgates. The soon floodgates have just infiltrated the Discord. Holy shit. Okay, let me read these comments again. Let me say fairy tale bagpipes were fire though. They were true. Hello all. I am here and I am late. True. A shouts out to you, Lemon Cloud. We can never be late. Couldn't be us. But hey, we're happy you're here. That's like One Piece opening 12 because it's the happiest sounding song, but it has visuals from the end of Impel Down and the beginning of Marineford. True. Did you all see that Blue Box is ending? Thank God. I can't stand that ass. Not too much on Blue Box. First off, gangy. Not too much. Shouts out to you though, nasty nutter. No, I did not see it was ending. I'm not surprised though. Did it say like how many chapters that we have left? Let me look this shit up.
I never heard anything about it ending.
I haven't either, but like I said, I'm not tapped in like that. So let me see. God damn, Stephanie Vicaire. I'm sorry. Hold on. I just opened up Twitter again. Let me see. Blue Box ending. Let's see. We get anything. Oh, are you talking about the anime episode ending? Like the anime? I think that's might be. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Are we talking about the anime or something? Because maybe that's what they meant.
Yeah, perhaps.
But yeah, I heard the anime was
Oh my
good.
god. That's the same thing with Dress Up Darling. The anime ended, guys, not the series.
True. So true. Don't worry, bestie. We'll be back.
I
hope so. I haven't watched the actual anime for Blue Box, but I heard it was good. Silver enjoyed it. He was going through it, so that's how I know it was good. Let me.
He was going through it.
Those last two episodes got me, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. If my boy was going through it, that's how I know it was good. You don't just be going through it with some mid. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying is that sometimes you're going through it. You know?
Type shit.
And sometimes you're going through it.
Type shit. New Age Exorcist basically has every harem trope as a checklist. True, brother. Yes, very true. It's funny because Shitotsu is actually super unpopular with the JP audience. I am
no
sad
fucking
to
wonder
hear
she
that.
got kicked out of the fucking
Yeah, I am very sad to hear that because Shitotsu is so cool, but hey, no wonder, because there's a panel of everybody, there's a page of everybody looking cool, and my bitch was in aura debt, bro. She looks so lame. I was like, fuck, man. I sent the page to Sky. I was like, bro, get up. Like, oh my God.
Everyone's training and she's just sleeping, and it's like, it's not looking good, sweetie. Wake up.
She is eepy, bro. But yeah.
That one is the one thing on Twitter where the fucking the some new Cali Hololive Calliope Mori song came out.
True.
And some dude's like, you know, honestly, I don't. No, it was when she accidentally used lean because she didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, I don't know, like these, you know, I didn't know what it meant. My bad. And the guy's going like, why would you use, like, you know, it's just a sign that you shouldn't use rapper speak like that, or rapper words or whatever. And then he went to bed. His friends replied to him like, bro, why is this still up? Delete this.
Delete this.
I know your ass is asleep, but you've got to delete
You
this.
gotta get up. They're cooking here.
What are you doing?
Why would you say that? Yeah, that shit was bad, dude. Because I remember I was like, Mori on lean? What the fuck? And then she came out and said, like, hey, sorry, I didn't know. I was like, huh. Okay. And then I saw that. I was like, Jesus. Like, it was just a flashbang after flashbang in like a rapid succession.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God. But yeah, Shitotsu in Oradet, unfortunately. I mean, she got it back. She got it back. Her new outfit is cool. Kazusa's outfit is nice too. So hopefully, she gets some more cool stuff Shitotsu does. We gonna see though. We gonna see. Fairy Tales with SAO, one of those anime that 10-year-old me discovered anime loved. Like, man, how did I go from SAO to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood to Fairy Tale and I didn't get whiplash? Hey, man, you're just experiencing peak. Back to back to back. What else can we say? You know what I'm saying? That's how. I'm peeking into show support. But man, I do miss me some Kagurabachi. Also, the new Bleach game made me realize that I do love Sparking Zero, actually. LOL. I haven't played enough of Rebirth of Souls to know. I mean, I said before, I went to go play online as my bitch soy phone, I couldn't do that. I couldn't find a match.
Oh yeah. I never talked about it on the podcast, but I watched the Broly movie.
Oh, God damn it.
What a transition.
For context, I don't know if I've explained this before, but I've been watching all the Dragon Ball movies, specifically with another friend on the server, and Taco has joined along for some of them. Taco does not like them.
Yeah, no surprise there. But I watched the Broly movie, and I did not know he killed Broly with a single regular punch.
The original Broly movie, just to clarify.
The original,
not
Broly.
Super.
Because I've also seen Super Broly, and that movie fucking rocks. That's a really good movie.
So good, yeah.
But my favorite part is he goes, "This is when the real fight, or the real fight starts now," and then he punches him and he dies.
He kills him. Hey man, that shit's just real, man. Sometimes, it's the I thought you were stronger meme. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just like that.
The difference between him getting his ass completely kicked and killing him with a single strike was Vegeta's energy.
Yeah.
That's my glorious prince.
I just know there had to be I don't know, Beerus somewhere in the corner, I got you, bro.
Yeah, Vegeta's energy definitely was on.
Vegeta was not doing shit.
Yeah, he was on
midway
for that.
Midway through, Gohan started actually trying to get it.
He locked in. Tapped
My favorite
Blanco for a second.
What was the movie before the Broly movie? The Android
13.
Android 13. Literally my favorite part of any of the movies is when Android 13 is just fucking destroying Goku. And he throws him down in this valley or whatever. And then it cuts to Gohan looking down and he goes, "Dad, watch out!" And then it cuts to Vegeta laying on the ground because he got his ass kicked. And in the background you just hear boom.
He just starts screaming. Yeah.
And it's clearly he did not watch out. We don't see what happened, but he fucking got hit.
It's like the subtle foreshadowing me.
Oh
shit! Oh shit! Just the thought of Vegeta just being okay, so clearly his ass didn't dodge that. Oh.
If I was Vegeta, I wouldn't have got back up, bro. I would have just fucking...
Is bro dead? He's just sitting there, one eye closed, looking around. Is he gone? Nah, man. Nah. But yeah, I haven't gotten the chance to play online yet, so... I learned a combo or two with Soy Phone because I want to have fun playing her, and and then I went online and I couldn't find anybody, so we'll see if my temperament changes when I fight someone online and they use nothing but broken shit, but
Damn, dead game. That's crazy. When did they come out? Yesterday?
Came out like
2 days ago.
No, it was 2 days ago. Yeah.
Damn, dead game.
Did you know
Dead
that? Did you at home know that if you use Aizen against Ichigo, his Kyokusetsu won't work?
Because he hasn't seen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is so raw. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the game could be ass, but like attention to details like that, I'm like, okay, I actually love this game.
Yeah, they should have more like stuff like that where it's like for example, like if you play as Chad, you just can never finish the opponent. You just never allowed to. Just more attention to detail, you know. It's authentic to the series.
If you're playing up against Chad, then the opponent should have a debuff for you, where it's just Ichigo saying, "I can never imagine Chad losing."
If you're playing as one of the villains before the match starts, you get a little mini game where you beat up Renji.
Hey man, that's that real shit. That's that real shit right there. Yeah. But yeah, little stuff like that. If there's more of it in the game, I love that. I love that so much. Well, let me see. Not gonna lie, we should not be surprised if One Piece powers get really busted from here on out. True. I am not reading that comment, Nasty Nutter. That is wild. Hell no, I am not reading that. That shit crazy.
Now I have to know what he said.
Here, I'll read it for you, okay? Keep it in silence, okay? Don't let anyone else hear it, all right? This is between me and you. He says,
Okay.
Children's nightmares come into life? Reminds me of that one time I stayed at my uncle's house. Okay, so as off the record comment reading, no one else heard that except me and Taco. No one else heard that.
Y'all
That
went
is
to the
pretty-
kitchen for a second.
That is a pretty crazy comment.
That's pretty crazy, right? This is insane. No one else will know it though. Let me see. Sakamoto Days does the personality power thing very well. I'm still waiting for the Thugs t-shirt merch. Hey man, it might have to come into effect. I don't know. You know, first I need t-shirt merch money, but you know, if I get that, maybe that'll happen. Let me see. I don't remember any of this happening in the chapter. We talking about Roboco, right? Hell no. Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not. Hell no, man. Usopp versus Luffy still a top 10. True.
That is a very good fight.
True. Really
Yeah, that's a
good.
good point.
Why do fans complain about mythical zones? They're easily the best type of fruit. True. They're really cool, man. I love the mythical zones.
I mean, I think that most of the complaints are just coming from the fact that they're pretty much just like cropping up more and more now, which in hindsight makes sense because you know we're at the end of the series, so
we're
of course they're going to show up here.
baby. Yeah.
But yeah,
Shit's fine with me.
Mhm.
I like it. This shit raw.
I think it's just a matter of like the saturation of it now. Because now it's like, yeah, they're supposed to be like this rare devil fruit, but now it's like in these recent arcs, it's like literally everyone and their mother has them.
It's a Super
Which
Saiyan
again makes
bargain
sense.
sale.
Exactly. No, that's actually apt. It's exactly that. It's like the exact same feeling as when in Goten and in Trunks got and suddenly became Super Saiyan at like 8 years old. Well, I think
They
that's
were not 8. They were 5 and 6, respectively.
Oh my god.
The only difference being that mythical zones, you just have to like eat them because they're just like a regular fruit to like get the ability. Like they're rare, but like that's all. That's like the only steps to get the power is to just eat a fruit.
I think the
It's a
real
little different.
Yeah,
where
but they
it
don't
would become a
taste good. It's really hard.
Where it would become a problem is if losers were getting them. But it's like, you know, the important people or like relatively important people, that's fine.
Real.
You mean like Orochi?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does make sense. He's the fucking Shogun. Like, and he sucks. It's fine.
And he was given that devil fruit by a former member of the Rocks Pirates.
Yeah. And that
still
devil
legit.
fruit gave him the ability to get his ass kicked like 8 times. You know, it wasn't that strong anyway.
One death wasn't enough type shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough. Hey, where'd my pen go?
Yeah, see, me, I would have died at least 10.
You so real for that. Let
I
me
would put him on
see. Pretty sure the mural shows Loki next to Luffy. Hey man, I hope so. I hope they fight together.
Yeah.
Most likely him.
Yeah. You guys excited for One Piece anime coming back? Yes, I'm very excited.
Nah.
True. Nah, fuck that.
I just don't watch the anime.
That shit is ass.
Hey man, those clips on Twitter go hard.
They go crazy. I'll never understand the SOS podcast hate for Nisekoi. They cutting off the tip every chance they get. Insane.
I will always, any chance I get, I will shit on that stupid fucking series.
Hey man, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
One
Don't
day when it's gonna be a break week, nothing's gonna be on the docket. Well, what are we gonna do? And I'm gonna have my Nisekoi hate speech. That'll be the whole day.
The Nisekoi.
Don't worry, guys. We will be doing a Nisekoi book club. All of us here are gonna read it. Those who have already read it will read it again.
I don't know why you saying we. I don't know about that.
You guys can read along with us. Don't worry.
I don't.
Are you on a merry-go-round or something? You say
What's that about?
I know.
What's that about?
Because I know you don't need the collective.
I don't know why you saying
I
that.
remember because I was the first one, I think, to read Nisekoi because I was reading it weekly when it was coming out, and I will always remember because the final chapter of Nisekoi came out the exact same week the final chapter of Bleach came out. And when I tell you that was one of the worst weeks for manga, I don't fucking take my word for it, because that shit was ass, bro.
Oh shit, man! Damn. Oh god, that shit stinks. Somebody smell like shit. Yeah. No.
But yeah, I would be very, very willing to have an open and reasonable conversation about all the ups and downs of the series.
I would not.
But I'll just tell you right now, it's no New A's Exorcist.
Yeah, you damn right. You damn right, man. We could tell you about it, but the man you are right now, you wouldn't be worthy of it.
Those words would be wasted.
They'd be wasted on you, bro.
That's a callback.
That's a callback, bro. God damn. Yeah, man. Let me finish off reading these comments here. We only got a few more left. Manu saying I got nothing to comment on the actual gameplay for the new Bleach game because I go into these to mess around with my friends and randos exclusively. The fact that I can't just push a button and find a match just broke it for me. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much of this either. I'm hoping they do fix online because I do want to play it. It was very funny. I don't know why people do this all the time with anime fighters. They're like, so this is gonna be at Evo, right? It's like, no. Fucking
oh my god.
No, man. Like, it's okay. Just have a fun party game with your friends. It's fine. Like, God, man, are you having fun playing it? That's all you need to know. Like, that's all that matters, man. Just enjoy the game. So I am looking forward to enjoying the game. I just hope that I can do that very soon. Let me see. Saw Witch Watch premiere in theaters. About what I expected. Nice excuse to go to the movies, though. True.
Wait, that actually premiered in theaters?
Yeah, I saw one of those near me too.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
They do that stuff
I
sometimes.
did not.
It's usually because I remember when I was in college, like my anime club rented out a movie theater to watch the new Spy Family.
Oh, that's
movie
cool.
when it came out. Yeah, it was really cool. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's more stuff like that, or just they premiered in theaters.
Bam, sick. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew Witch Watch was getting the anime, but it's like I didn't think they'd actually go as far to give it a movie theater premiere. That's actually impressive.
The big Witch Watch hours.
Big Witch Watch, never the little one.
Mhm.
And then the last two here is they're both from Manu saying Nisekoi defense always sounds funny to me. It's always people saying I don't understand how people say Haku is a bad protagonist. All he does is, and then they proceed to explain why he's a bad protagonist.
all he does is describes plot of every chapter.
Yeah. All he does is put up a generational Aster class every time.
Mhm.
Sorry.
And all he does is pick wrong.
True. Yeah. And then last one from Manu says, I always appreciate the fact that I read Bleach instead of watching it because reading it made me into a Naruto and One Piece fan.
Damn.
Not too much on Bleach, though,
Harsh.
gangy. Not too much on Bleach. You know, I like Bleach. Bleach is good. But yeah, man. With all that being said, let's move on to our final chapter of the week here. We have Dandadan Chapter 186. Fellas, how are you feeling about this one?
It's a mixed bag.
It's a good dude, the fucking page, the double spread on 20. Holy shit.
Which one is that one again? Let me open up the chapter.
The piano one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, this was giving very much Your Lie in April vibes. And that is my shit. I love Your Lie in April. It's all like, for those of you who haven't seen it, like the main part of it for the main character, Kosei, he's like, he plays the piano and he essentially falls out of love with playing it, and he can't really play it. Like, he can't hear the notes exactly anymore. And it's pretty much him learning how to fall back in love with it, along with a bunch of other things that I won't talk about because it's fucking peak and you should watch it. But it's very similar to what's going on here with Yukishiro. Even like with the whole analogy of her playing underwater and being unable to see, straight up ripped from Your Lie in April. Like, dog, this shit. As soon as I saw this, Dandadan, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of on a roll. Last chapter, we had the reverse jelly layup. This chapter, Your Lie in April references. Hey, it's cinema to me. It's a really good chapter.
I can't wait to see this in the anime.
Oh yeah, this will look really good in the anime.
Yeah,
You
the
just
anime.
know they're gonna go crazy with the OST. Yeah.
The anime is fantastic, and just the anime is going to enhance a lot of moments like these where sound is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
But,
the
this is a good
Piano with
chapter.
Rin's song is probably gonna go crazy.
I'm curious to see what the fuck the deal is with all the flies, and like,
Yeah, I'm curious about what the deal with that is.
Yeah, because it
I
seems
guess
like
he's
this is what
controlling
Yukishiro's
them.
controlling. Yeah, exactly.
mhm.
But like, what they do? Like,
I don't know. That's a lot of
it's
a lot of
whole
flies.
lot. Yeah,
Like, that's a problem.
that's a problem for anybody. Yeah, so I got no idea. I mean, like, dog, if she can just, because we see Murakami, he's outside of the gym. So if she can just summon these to somebody who she wants to attack and they just go to you, like, regardless of where you are, that's kind of fucking bonkers. So, hey, it could be a thing that happens. We'll have to wait and see, but just the possibility of that is crazy.
I just noticed the gym teacher, he's drinking a Corona.
So
God.
he is.
Big
That's gotta be
alcoholic
the
guy.
that's gotta be the second worst thing to happen to their brand.
I mean, it actually says Corona, but I mean it's supposed to be a Corona.
Like, let's be fucking for real. We
Yeah.
know what's
It
happening.
reminds that tweet where it's like I never noticed she was holding fruit in the scene. It's like that. She's actually drinking the Corona.
Yeah.
I never did come up with an answer why he's doing the Freddy Fazbear laughs guy. Maybe
Okay.
the more
He's
the more
doing
we
it.
see of him, yeah, like we'll figure out why he's doing that. Do we know who that girl is, Miss Adachi? Is that a character
Yes.
that we know?
Yes.
Yeah.
We just learned about her recently. So the Giganshi, or however you pronounce it, like the ninja dudes who went after Seiko and her friends. Yeah, she was the one who was in control of them. And then she came
Oh.
back. she came back to the school, and Murakami was like, "Oh, where were you going?" And she was like, "Oh, I just went to go see my mom. She's in the hospital," which I thought at the time was an excuse, but is just straight up real. So he was just like, "Oh, okay, cool." So yeah, we only just got introduced to her like a handful of chapters ago.
Okay.
Fucking love the pygmy's eyes.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
They're
I really
adorable.
like the pygmies. Yeah.
They're
I like your little
cute.
Stupid little eyes.
They're very adorable. They're very adorable little guys. They're so cute. Even like them just dancing on the piano is very sweet.
If I was in Dandadan, I think I would be a pygmy.
Bro, honestly, same.
Okay.
Any reason for that, or just like pure like gut feeling?
It's a vibe thing, you know.
Big vibe guys.
Does
Those
need to be a going on
pygmies.
trend.
Big vibe, guys.
Big vibe guys. Those pygmies, man. You just can't notice the vibes, but they're there.
I really, jokes aside, I really, really love the moment with Ira. Like her encouraging her.
It's
Very,
so sweet.
It's very sweet, yeah. It's exactly what she needed to hear.
Yeah. Like the whole idea, just like whenever like you were basically comforting me through my loss, essentially, like, damn, dude. That is, even the artistry of like the dazzling, like the show lights essentially being like a dazzling star shining down on Yukishiro and Ira just watching from the side. It's like, oh man, this is so cool. This is a really nice moment between them. I'm glad they got more stuff together, because before, when they met each other, it was just like, hey, I know you. Yeah, you're the piano lady. I used to play piano, and I beat you, you bastard. So it's nice that they have a little bit more of a history here, like, you know, Ira being very upfront about her feelings and just letting her know, like, hey, you were the coolest to me type shit.
Well, I think, what I really like is just how it just shows the impact that she had on Ira. And it's like, that's the thing she's been struggling with. She feels invisible. She feels like no one gives a fuck about her. No one cares about her. And to know that this person that beat her quit because she quit. It's like, I think that it means a lot.
She acknowledged her so much that when she wasn't there anymore, she was like, there's no point in me being here either.
Yeah.
So like that's such a morale booster if you are Yukishiro, and she needed that bad. Needed that very bad, considering everything that has been happening to her throughout the rest of her life since then.
Do you think she's got to carry a piano with her wherever she goes, like if they fight?
Like a fucking Looney Tunes character. She just carries one on her back.
Well, they're building a band. I know this says that their abilities don't actually work together, but like we're getting multiple musician allies.
Yeah, they're gonna be the new this is the Exorcist band that Seiko called. They're gonna be the new one of that, basically. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, the great thing about the pygmies is that not only could they just bring a piano over whenever, man, they could just build that shit.
True. Also true. Yeah. I mean, hey, if she has the power of piano, that shit could be powerful. Obviously, you know, not just for music, but hey, if we could do some Looney Tunes style gimmicks here, just drop one on a motherfucker's dome piece, take him out. There we go. You know, it's pretty solid strategy. Or what was it? Sakamoto days. I saw a panel from there. They were like playing the piano and bashing a dude's face in while doing that. So maybe she has that.
They do that, yeah.
Yeah, maybe she does that. You know, take some inspiration from it. It'd be pretty cool. Also, I mean, hey, since she has the whole piano thing, maybe this could also be used to like increase the tempo, because I know that was a big thing with like Okarun and Ira. They went and they played against the conductors, and that's how Okarun increased his tempo. So like, I don't know, maybe we just make Ira faster. Maybe Okarun some other way too. I don't know, but could be. Never know. This does open up some potential for a lot of stuff going forward. I'm just hoping, because I'm wondering, like, since she's playing like a sad song, maybe that's what's attracting the bugs. Like if she played like a happier song, does that attract something else? Like now we're just getting into a whole bunch of different shit. So whatever it is, hey man, I hope it helps right now, because we got a lot of shit going on. Please, man, send some help to Miss Adachi. She needs it. This fucking creep is being all weird. Yeah, do something.
Literally cannot imagine a worse fate than being stuck in this situation with a fucking FNAF fan.
Yeah.
Are you ready to hurt, party hurt? Oh god.
Oh god. God.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, man. He had her dress up as a fucking FNAF character too. She got the Bonnie outfit on, you know. It makes sense.
God damn it. I was thinking about that. I'm like, no, that's stupid.
Hey man. I meet you there.
That is stupid. Yeah, they compromised on the Bonnie suit instead of Bonnie the Bonnie suit.
I had to compromise on that one, man. Sorry.
You can't see me, but I'm punching my laptop.
Yeah, but send some help over to Miss Adachi, man. She needs it. Get rid of this fucking weirdo. Maybe she uses some of the seal that she has in her back pocket here. Take this weirdo out, man. Shove him out the window. Let that
Blow
nigga
his head
die.
smooth off.
Yes, bro. Let that nigga die cartoonishly, bro. Please.
I mean, that probably is what's going to be the case, because that's usually what happens with one-off villains like this guy. Because, like, this is very much such an archetype of one-off villain.
I really hope it's the girls that get the final hit. I don't want Okarun to come in and fucking knock him out. That'd be really lame.
No.
The girls are going to get the final hit. Yeah, this is for
Don't
the girls.
forget, I'm the protagonist.
Okarun's already busy with his own shit. And, like,
Yeah, we don't even know what's going on with him right now. He might be getting his ass beat.
He fucking died.
He's gonna cut back. That nigga's on the floor, washed. Damn.
He's gonna look like a Family Guy character.
Oh shit! I mean, hey, if his help is Kenta, man, yeah, you're cooked. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, wait, I forgot he has Kenta. Yeah, they've already won. I'm like,
What the hell? No, man. If his help is Kenta, then he lost, man. Kenta's gonna be like, you can handle him, right, Okarun? He's gonna get smacked.
What are you talking about? Kenta fought a fucking kaiju.
Yeah, but that was for pussy, and if you notice, there's no vagina in the premises here, all right? So we're cooked.
Bro. He gets a buff, bro. He just has to be in, like, the vicinity of women, and it makes him stronger.
Type shit. So that's why we need to rely on our girlies to win, so they can, you know, exit the school, and that powers them up. The girls win to benefit a man. I see.
Well, I'm just looking forward to it, because they're gonna be fighting, and then all the flies are gonna show up, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Hey man, it's gonna be like from JJK when all the fly heads come in, and then Kenta is gonna sneak behind him and stab him in the neck repeatedly.
Ooh.
Bro, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, what do you mean?
Bruh.
I don't remember that happening. When did that happen?
It's hidden inventory where Toji summons the fly heads, and then he distracts Gojo and stabs him up. That's what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be Kenta doing it to Hase now.
He just stabs him like 12 times, like Toji did, where it's like super uncool. He stabs him like 6 times in the leg for no reason.
For no fucking reason. Fuck your thigh muscles, bitch.
I think about that constantly. The way Toji stabs Gojo's, it's iconic.
It cuts the giant slash across from his neck down to like his stummy, stabs him like 12 times in the leg. And then as he's falling to the floor, he just stabs him in the dome. He's like, get off me. Get the fuck off me. Like, oh man, true. Toji's a petty motherfucker, man. That's why he's my goat. That's why he's my goat, for real. He beat up Geto. He said, look at this bitch. Kicked him. True, man. True. That's my goat right there. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I think Kenta doing the same thing. I feel like, you know, as Kenta fans, you should be happy, because that'd be cool.
I would, yeah, that's true.
Oh, you have no fucking idea how happy I would be.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just thought, you know, I wasn't selling you on it properly at first. I wasn't sure if you'd like it.
If he like stabbed the guy 12 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you'd like that.
I don't know if he deserves that, but like I think it'd be cool. Like realistically, has he done anything worthy of being stabbed? 12's a lot, you know.
That's a lot of times to be sad.
It is a lot of times.
9 times. Let's be reasonable.
9 times? Damn, nigga think he 50 Cent, bro? 9 times? Yeah, man. I just figured as, you know, the head of the blow his head smooth off conglomerate that you would just also appreciate someone getting their shit pushed back like that, you know?
No way that's our LLC's name. No way. That's going to be terrible for investment. When we take this shit public, we are going to have fucking no stock value. Blow their heads smooth off.
Oh, God. Well, what if you just rebrand to just smooth off? Is that good?
That's our stock, like, the shorthand is going to be Bithso. Blow their heads smooth off. Oh, what do they do? I think they kill people. I don't know.
I should have took a sip of water while we were having that conversation. Holy
They
shit.
don't even kill people, they just advocate for it. They're just big fans.
Oh my god. They're just fans of it, man. They just do it for the love of the game. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Are there any chapters on break next week?
I don't think so. I think we have everything.
I know One Piece isn't on break.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man is coming back. Kagurabachi is coming back soon.
Yeah, no, we should have a full pod.
And then, yeah, Dandadan will be back.
And then Dandadan comes out tomorrow. So we should have all 4.
And we're adding Nisekoi and Gachiakuta to
Holy
the podcast.
shit.
Don't forget
Yeah.
New Age Exorcist now. Hold
And
on.
the New Age Exorcist. Yo, we got a full fucking
Yes,
podcast.
sir. Man, we are back.
We gonna be here all day.
We are.
I mean,
so
hey, look, we're
fucking
gonna be-
back.
If we're gonna be pushing more shit, and I'd say might as well throw Unakane Banashi at that point.
No, because that's
Yeah,
not
I'm
funny.
super far behind.
That's a good series. We can't do that.
Shout out to Akane Banashi, man. I do love me some Akane Banashi. But yeah, that's about all I really got to say for this chapter, Dandadan. This is a nice short chapter. It was nice, you know. It was very cool.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to get the F up out of here, fellas? Are we ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything we covered here on the podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle, fucking Akane Banashi, New Ways Exorcist, that peak. You know what I'm saying? Anything really. Fucking Fairy Tale. Read that this week for some reason. Let us know. With all that being said, we're getting the F up out of here.
Out of here.
Goodbye. Mwah.